30.
Welcome back to Wave 3 Listens. Okay, the kiddos are back in school. It's time to do something for you. Perhaps you've wanted to lose a little weight, want to feel a little bit better, more energy. We can do that at Body Shapes Medical. I have the experts here now, and I truly mean experts. Now, Lisa Innenbach is usually on the show. She is a nurse. She's a registered nurse, but being medically supervised is very important at Body Shapes Medical. That's why we're joined now by Branden Bledsoe. And Branden, you are a nurse practitioner, correct?
Yes.
All right, so if you have any medical questions about weight loss, about hormone optimization, 571-5263. And I'm really excited to see Becca Abbott once again, because Becca, your life has really changed, not just because of the weight loss. You've lost quite a bit of weight through Body Shapes Medical, and you're proud of that, as you should be, but also your life has changed, a new career decision, correct?
Correct.
Tell everybody about it. I think it's great.
Well, the end of May, I made the decision to join the staff of Body Shapes Medical. I feel very passionate about what they've done for me, and I want to help other people. So
you are like a billboard for them. I mean, because you've done such a good job with the weight loss. How much weight have you lost? Now, if I get too personal here, you tell me, smack me. I don't mind. I understand. But how much have you lost?
I've lost just over 200 pounds.
200 pounds.
Countless inches and many sizes.
And how long did that process take?
The majority of the weight came off in about 16 to 18 months. From that point, for the last year, I've been doing workouts with my personal trainer and just diet and exercise and keeping it all in perspective.
You look fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Okay, now exactly what will you be doing now, or what are you doing now for Body Shapes Medical besides coming on television and telling everybody your story?
Well, I do HCG consults with people, get to talk to them, help them along their path to find a healthier you. You know, we sit in, we do weigh-ins, measurements, talk about diet, and help them embrace a healthy lifestyle to get them ready so that they can continue to keep the weight off.
I would think that would be important to clients, because you can relate, you understand what it takes, you probably know some of the red flags, or some of the, if there's any hesitation, if they have any questions, you can answer those directly as a person who actually experienced it. So,
right.
Perfect. All right, now, Branden, I'm a fan of yours. You know I am.
Yeah.
I see Branden and I pick his brain because he knows everything about hormone optimization, energy levels, etc. From a medical standpoint, is what Becca has accomplished, is it unusual? Can folks out there do it as well?
Oh, definitely, definitely. It takes, like she said, hard work, determination, and continued success. I mean, you have to keep at it. You got to keep at it. It's a lifestyle change.
It is a lifestyle change.
I really promote with our patients is you're making
medical supervision is important. I know that to you. Tell me how HCG kind of accelerates the process. How does that work without going too far over my head here, if you would, Branden?
You're fine. No, HCG is going to allow your body to utilize the fat that you have. So you're actually going to burn fat faster, and so it really works well, particularly with that caloric restriction. So it's really going to allow you to have better results faster versus a traditional type weight loss program.
Okay, I love hearing that, and I think you're proof of that, Becca. Becca, I'm going to ask you some questions. I think folks out there who may want to lose some weight, maybe it's not 200 pounds, maybe it's 20, 30, whatever the case may be, but I'm going to ask you some typical questions, and then you address them for me.
Okay.
Okay, do you starve to death on this diet? Are you going to starve to death?
You're not going to starve to death on the diet. Your body is going to live on a restricted calorie intake. However, the HCG is pulling from that fat and it's putting energy into your body. So you're actually kind of living off of your body. There's going to be a time, and I tell the patients all the time, you know, when I tell you 500 to 800 calories, you think, oh my God, I'm going to starve. You're not. You're really not. There's going to be a time.
Because the HCG helps you seem full.
It's pulling
and
the calories in, yeah. So there's actually going to be a time that I'm going to look at the patients and say, you have to eat. You have to put this food in, and they look at me like I'm crazy, like you're never going to have to tell me to eat 500 calories. Yes, I will. I will tell you, eat 500 calories.
All right, Branden, I'm going to bring this one to you, and I may come back to you, Becca, if that's okay.
Sure.
Branden, now once a patient gets off HCG,
sure,
will they gain the weight back?
Well, again, this is why we do HCG in 3 phases. It's very important for patients to maintain that weight. So you have to make that lifestyle change. So with phase 2, it kind of kickstarts that metabolism, gets things going again, and then our phase 3 is a maintenance program, which is what Becca's doing currently. You know, it's a lifelong maintenance program. Of course, you're with us for a few weeks to help facilitate that as well. So, you know, if you do what we tell you to, you should not gain that weight back.
All right. And now, Becca, how tough was it for you? You know, I know fall is just now starting, but the holidays will be here before we know it. We got
Right.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, mom and dad, the cooking, grandma, you know, I'm not going to pass up that dressing. It's great. How hard was it for you to watch what you were eating during that time, or do you have to do that with this diet?
Absolutely, with the diet you do. The way that I did it and the way that I tell people to get through it, no, in 12 months, Thanksgiving's coming back around. I promise you, unless the world comes to an end, and then who really cares if you passed it up? It's going to be there. There's going to be another birthday. There's going to be pumpkin pie. I promise you I can go to a store right now and find pumpkin pie if I really need pumpkin pie. It's there.
There we go. Okay. And Branden, I know that Body Shapes Medical is Louisville's leading provider for weight loss.
Yes,
You guys have done an excellent job with weight loss. Is it the HCG, is that also tied in with what you do very well, which is hormone optimization? Are those two kind of, do they work in tandem, or are they two separate entities?
Well, they're actually they're very separate in the sense of the programs, but they're all linked together. It's all about inflammation. Obesity is a state of inflammation, and that can cause certain disease processes. Decreased hormones are related to increased inflammation, so improving hormone levels helps promote reduced inflammation and also helps promote disease prevention. And that's really what we're trying to do at Body Shapes Medical. We're either trying to help you lose weight to help control inflammation, optimize hormones to control inflammation, or do both. Really, the root cause of all disease is inflammation, so you have to get that under control in order to really have good success as far as how you feel, but also long-term disease prevention.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit to both of you about the medical side of weight loss, and that, you know, don't get me wrong, the cosmetic is obvious. I mean, you're a very pretty lady.
Well, thank you.
I'm sure you feel the way, the energy, you can tell your energy level is there, the smile, I love it. With that being said, you were talking about some other serious possible side effects. I don't want to say side effect because it's more serious than that, from weight gain or from being obese.
Sure.
Did you feel any negative health issues when you were 200 pounds heavier, Becca?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I barely ran on 3 hours of sleep, and that wasn't like you went to bed at midnight and got up at 3. That was, I would lay down and 15 minutes later I was wide awake because I just couldn't breathe. I was exhausted all the time. I just didn't have energy. My mood was bad. I was grumpy, just tired, you know. I never knew how much I didn't smile until I started to smile all the time, and I was like, my face kind of hurts. What's going on? But yes, it really did have a big effect on my life. And as the weight came off, the energy came up. I got to 7 days into the diet. I was sleeping 8 hours a night, which was unheard of because for the last 5 years, I lived on 3.
That should encourage folks to call Body Shapes Medical today. And by the way, if you're a Wave 3 listener, $100 off on the program. Okay, Branden, I'm going to ask you. She mentioned, you know, the sleep. That is tough. I can't imagine only 3 hours of sleep. No. You mentioned hypertension. Are there other side effects that weight gain can cause, or being obese can cause?
Well, I think most Americans are fairly educated on, you know,
Sure.
obesity causing things like high cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes, predisposing you for all of those disorders. But even other things like fibromyalgia, carpal tunnel syndrome, gout, all of those diseases are related to chronic inflammation. So having chronic inflammation in the body in an obese state is going to cause those disease symptoms to flare up. And so controlling that inflammation through weight loss really helps prevent those or helps improve those. And that's really key, and that's really what we try to strive for.
All righty. Well, if you have any questions for these experts here from Body Shapes Medical, you're on staff now. We're putting you to work.
Right.
Give us a call, 571-5263, Body Shapes Medical. As I mentioned before, $100 off for Wave 3 Listens viewers only. Give them a call today. We'll be right back on Wave 3 Listens.